Hello. Welcome. Let me just close all this porn and everything else. Okay. Dark elves should be drawn, quartered, and then hung. In that order. Gonna play an ad. I don't know what you can hear. Probably a bunch of background noise. Likely a bunch of background noise. Load. That is bullshit. Ever just like give a fuck about the opinions of people you shouldn't care about anymore? Yeah, I do that sometimes. I stopped doing that. So how is everybody today? I guess we should use the projecting voice. And maybe use the proper mic. Ugh. You like the ASMR voice? Well, fine. I actually have a series that's going to be coming out soon. I have been recording something that I had a rather talented writer write for me. Actually, let me find smut.exe. I'm dead inside. How are you? Here, keep typing in the chat and that overlay will go away. Yeah, man, it has been too fucking long. It's been real too long. Oh god. See, this is why it's been taking me so long to make this ASMR content. Because it shits the bed like that. And for some reason I can't read a script without doing it in a Russian accent. Like, I could read 3 pages of lines non-stop, no problem, in a Russian accent. But every third line in English, I stumble on. It's really funny. I was supposed to do this before Christmas. It's now February. I've been lying to the person that made that for me. Fuck it. You know what? Let's change the name of this stream. Oh yes, let's do it. March, 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 march. Let me just put this in the chat for them. Oh, they got rid of my ad. Gross. Let's see. Yeah, I remember you, Paul. Of course I remember you. Okay, we're gonna go to jakerequest.text. I don't remember where I saved this file. I've got to find it. 1 second. So it's supposed to scroll through with a cool marquee. It's in Program Files OBS Studio. Sorry, I'm really tired. I've been drinking and practicing for fucking 12 hours now. No, 4 till now, so 8 hours. You should gather everybody that does have a dick while I look for this. So I am reading Femdom Fanfiction. I've also been drinking since 9. So this might be interesting. If I could ever find the fucking thing. Look files. No, it's an x86. I gotta find my script. It's good script, yes. Okay, it's an OBS. Where did I put it? Shit, I can't find anything. Program files x86, yeah. OBS, where is it? OBS Studio, there it is, right there. Bam. And then it's in data. No, bin. Why is it in there? 64. So if anyone knows a natural, like, way to... When I say natural, I mean cheap and available. Not like, oh my god, yes, just eat 47 of these. No. I mean, for muscle relaxation, I would do, quite frankly, dirty, unspeakable things. Like, I would... Yeah. Anyways, before I continue that sentence, let's read erotica, shall we? Oh fuck, that font is terrible. Let's get into a real fucking word program. Hi Frosty, what's up? Frost, by the way, is the person that wrote this for me. I had commissioned this back in November, and then I was supposed to do several readings of it, and then I decided to say, fuck it. Because I've been a lazy cunt. Okay. Fuck me, that's a lot of reading. I paid you that affection. To be fair, I don't get paid either. Oh my god, word rap, why? Why are you not on? Where the fuck is word rap? Okay, let's try this one more time. Sorry, I wasn't planning on doing this, but I kind of saw smut.exe in my OBS stuff. And I felt like I needed to read it. Open. Where's open with? There we go. Yes, I am. Okay, so we have to listen to me speak in a Russian accent all this fucking time. I actually don't know what the fuck I am doing. So, oh shit, that is unfucking readable. Oh, what the fuck happened there? Oh Christ. Frosty, can you send me the online version of this, please? My file is corrupted as fuck. And last I checked, there was no heart and diamond symbols with a bunch of question marks in this. Yeah, this is beyond corrupted. I can't read my own current file. You're gonna have to send it to me again. Just the online version, please. I have not sent Frost any unsolicited nudes. I don't even think I've sent Frost solicited nudes. Frost, have I sent you solicited nudes? Like, no, my nudes, not like other people's. I'll send you whores all the fucking time. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this was a bad idea.
Bruce?
It's good. See? This just proves that even my drunken ass is a good boy. I'm a loyal son of a bitch. Ladies. If it's gone and it's gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter. That survived that. Not drunk enough. I still want to die on the inside. Actually, that is true. I have sent an unsolicited dick pic to my fucking general chat before. Scum has seen my penis. Well, I've got a nice mixed drink right here. Let's see what I've got. It's as cold as ice. Oh my god! Jeremy's not allowed to make drinks. You're as cold as ice. No need to sacrifice my love. Okay, now back to erotica. Dojima. Oh shit, I cannot read that. Let's try zooming in a little bit. Little bit! I said little bit, you fucking piece of shit! Gatorade, honey. Gatorade. Or salt water. And then normal water. Always follow up salt water with normal water, but you should be fine. So this is about domination, breath play, and humiliation. His heart was hammering, chest tight, muscles near rigid with anticipation and excitement. He collapsed into the chair behind him, with enough force to push the chair back under his weight. His head whipped back, and his breath lost itself somewhere in his throat as the woman climbed onto his lap. Into his lap. Fuck! Okay, so we're just going to speak like this the whole fucking time now? Instantly, his hands found her waist, and his lips found her throat. There was no way he could walk away from this unmarred by her cherry lipstick. He stiffened her. What the? Okay, I can't fucking see this. Oh, yes, I'll speak like Cicero. March, 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 march. Actually, I'm going to open the pop-out chat so I can actually read this. Butcher it, baby. I'll read you a proper one later. Okay, so the reason I read this with a Russian accent is because of one of the character names. Okay, so let's see. Instantly, his hands found her waist, and her lips found his throat. There was no way he could walk away from this unmarred by her cherry red lipstick. He stiffened as her hips rolled and her fucking... Oh my god, I'm drunk. Sorry. He stiffened as her hips rolled, and her teeth slid across the ridges of his trachea. He swallowed. From against his skin, he could feel her mouth slip into a wide smile. She would all but devour him, and no doubt had plans to do so that evening. Oh my. Oh, fuck you. Listen, bitch, I'm fucking half fat and half drunk. Let's get going. You're a cunt, that's what you are. So the reason I read this with a Russian accent is because Yuri, I cannot read that in fucking English. Yuri closed his eyes. Because Yuri does not sound the same as Yuri. Yuri closed his eyes with a shiver as his hands found their way to the hem of her dress and pushed against the smooth skin of her thighs. Her tongue was trailing the length of his throat from the dip of his clavicle up to his chin before the warmth of her mouth left him feeling cold by the trail of her saliva. His hands pushed further up her skirt as the woman in his lap puckered her lips and let loose a cold, chilled breath against his throat. I eat brie nuggets? I do like brie. I'm not gonna deny that. That's good. He shivered, something in that drove him wild, in all the right ways. Touch me. Mika moaned as he followed Yuri's. Fucking, I can't even read it in English. Just Yuri. Every fucking time. Frost, I can barely see right now. I'm surprised that I'm fucking able to see the punctuation marks, let alone interpret them. Mental? Yes. Physical? Yes. Emotional? Yes. Sexual? Maybe. With this? I'm not sure. Do I? Fucking hell. Okay, we're gonna let her laugh at me in person. Hang on.
I have to pause my game.
Suck a dick, bitch. I know it's your favorite thing to do on a Friday night, but you know, concessions must be made. How are you? Frosty loves Blowman. She's a very happy soul.
I really need to pay attention to Sora.
Oh, you're playing that game still. Let me attack my cultists. One second.
I'll probably be playing it for the next couple of months.
So this is my second favorite slut, Frost. That was a danger heart. Fucking right, I'm taking that. I'm not allowed to name my favorite slut on stream because I will get in trouble for that one. Oh, who am I kidding? It's Proxy Page. Proxy Page is my favorite slut. Have you seen her work? Yo! You guys see that? That was fucking cool! Restore chat. Alright, now we'll get back to reading about Mika getting her dress touched. Or whatever the fuck this says, because I can't actually read that from this distance. I'm sorry, Frost. Touch me, Mika moaned, as she followed your fucking microphone. Get out of my face. Right, I need this microphone.
I will read it for you.
No. Let me butcher this. Okay, I had to drink the vodka since the other stuff's not mine, which is unfortunate. Okay, we are going to be back with more Jake reading fanfic. Okay, you know what? Link me a bad one. Like, one you didn't write. Link me something that'd be fucking hilarious. I'll just read fanfiction through the whole goddamn stream. Frost, are you okay with this?
I don't know.
You know you want me to read My Immortal. I'm not going to, but you know you want me to. Something as bad as that needs something as bad as me reading it.
Tired of hearing that one.
Got a strike. Fucking boots there, bud. After 9 Coronas. I can go for 9 Coronas right now. Fuck, I have to be up at fucking 7. What the fuck am I doing?
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Bruce?
Frosty, you're so quiet. Why are you so quiet? I think I turned you down because your kids were screaming the other day. Hang on. Yes, I did. Sorry. Your kids hurt my ear holes. Fanfiction. Pure Hobbit smut. What the fuck is this? Oh, God. What the fuck is this? Frost? What world have I walked into? Pure Hobbit smut. .text. I don't like this world anymore. I want to go home. I really shouldn't lean on my fucking, like, pop filter. Like it's a pillow. But it's just so goddamn comfy. Oh, Frost. I unfucked my camera. How good does this look? Does it look better or worse? Oh shit, I had muted my mic this whole fucking time.
Okay, that's what happened. Can you hear me now?
I was able to hear you the whole fucking time. Okay, so I unfucked my camera. How does this look?
I'm not watching. The delay was terrible. Okay, let me look through my pile of shit, and I might be able to find.
She's
something.
looking for smut.
Would you like for me to read you a segment of my really gross, disgusting story?
Yes.
Like my actual novel?
Yes, I would. Do you guys want to hear gross, disgusting fanfiction? That's a trick question.
No, it's not fan fiction. Well, I mean, it's not fan fiction.
She wrote this high as a kite, by the way.
No, I didn't. Are you talking about the Snape and Harry one?
Oh god, that's what that was?
No. Well, the Harry and Hermione one. Is that what you're talking about? No, I got high and I wrote another one where Snape and Harry are just smoking pot.
Oh no. I don't want to know where that trouser Snape goes.
And then I wrote the Hermione and Harry one. But no, this one is actually something that I would like to publish. Let me go to the chapter.
Did I just say trouser Snape?
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah.
Why can't I be this funny when I'm sober? I already mentioned my immortal. BadDragon.com. Speaking of Bad Dragon, we were talking about giant dildos in the stream earlier. You want one? Frost, would you be mad if we sent you a giant dildo?
Nope. Okay. Not at all.
Because, like, when I say giant dildo, I mean, like, my Discord's profile picture, giant.
So, I'm gonna read a chapter out of a story that I've been working on and really would like to publish it someday. One of the characters' names will most likely change because people might think it's fan fiction.
If it's Yuri, I'm going to fucking kill you.
It's not.
Just change it. Okay, so here's what you do. If it's male, change it to Zarko.
The context behind it is that it's 1910 and a young man just graduated from doctorate school and he chose to be a mortician and an undertaker, and he is the assistant to an older undertaker that clearly has something wrong with him, so it's kind of like a horror story. So that's the context, and he arrives to become an apprentice.
Are you saying he came like an old British man? I have arrived. Oh.
So the context behind this chapter is that they got a corpse that's been stewing for about a week. So
all you can think of is going to Goodwill, and it's like, what'd you get? I got a corpse.
it's about ready to pop. It's pretty juicy. It's pretty juicy.
Oh god.
Okay. There was a smell unlike any Edward had encountered in his years of schooling. The further the two descended into the basement, the more... Nope, that's not the chapter I want to read, is it? I think...
There's something smerry.
Edward wanted to cover his mouth with his handkerchief.
And his scissor hands.
He refrained from acting like there was something wrong. I haven't shown you my workshop, but now is a better time to do so anyway. Straight to work, eh? Roy was saying as he hurried down the corridors towards a door on the far end of the long hallway. Upon entering the workshop, Edward wrinkled his nose into stace. His body went rigid as he watched Roy begin to walk about, pointing at the different stations he used for his tasks as a mortician. Not wanting to be obvious that he was uncomfortable, Edward scooted into the room and looked onto a single metal table upon which Roy had already laid out a single lonesome body. Edward could make out a faint figure beneath the sheet of what was once a human. It had, however, begun to cease to look anything remotely close to human. I think today will be a good day for you. I will test your skills and knowledge. I can't just have some ignorant fool working at my side. You'll walk me through this out loud, and I will critique you, Roy said. Eyes wide and bright, he rolled a smaller metal table close to the examination slab, on which he had a variety of medical instruments laid out. Roy grabbed for a pile of papers as he had resting on top of the body and thumbed through them. Records state the victim was found in his home last night. Police were ordered to investigate after the neighbors began to complain of a foul odor coming from the man's apartments. Official death is by hanging, suicide. He finished so he could look up at Edward, who was now standing over the body, a sense of dread swelling in his belly as he came to the terrifying realization that there was a whole variety of corpses to work with.
Oh my, a whole variety of corpses.
He glanced at Roy, who was smiling at him with a more sinister expression than a genuinely friendly one. This is a good corpse to begin with. We shall see how strong of a stomach you have. Are you cut out for this job? Many think they are. That's why I despise the education system and how they teach the pathological arts. Roy imitated what one might call a squeal of laughter. Edward laughed uneasily as he watched Roy begin to pull the sheet from the deceased's form. Let's begin with basic knowledge, came his instructions as Edward was able to view the corpse. The smell grew more potent with the sheet off. Still, Edward remained solid. He grimaced slightly. The corpse was bloated beyond all facial recognition. What remained of his eyes stared up lifelessly. Color drained, leaving nothing but pale green orbs sunken into two gaping sockets.
Oh my, it's gaping.
Coagulated blood mixed with foam oozed and stained his swollen, sticky skin. His body was covered in a sheen of grease, already at a stage where his fat was starting to liquefy from the inside out. Roy extracted a journal from his table and pointed at the corpse with his pen. At first glance, can you tell how old this body is? I've never studied the steps in body decomposition. Isn't our main priority to make proper preservation arrangements for funeral preparations? Roy hummed in reply. That's exactly why we must observe, because you don't know. Can you embalm this corpse? No. What then do you recommend is the appropriate course of action? At first, Edward's knee-jerk reaction was to suggest cremation to the family, but he suspected that Roy would not be asking him that question if he wanted an easy answer. Sir? Roy directed his attention towards the corpse, looking over it with a giddy curiosity. Records state that this man had no immediate family. He's a vet from the war. Communications have been sent to any secondary family members. Obviously, we can't wait around since the body is in such late stages of decomposition. He twisted and began to probe at a split in the skin where the bloating process had torn a hole. He pinched it with his fingers, encouraging foam and maggots to protrude and drip from the wound. Then cremation, sir? Yes, but this is a learning opportunity, as I said before. I can see that you have no initiative in furthering this field of medical science. You're not thinking broadly enough. He tutted in a way that made Edward feel inferior. I suggest autopsy, Roy stated after a moment of Edward's dumbstruck silence. I'd like to study this stage of decomposition. We'll weigh the organs and observe the body from the inside out. I'll take notes while you demonstrate to me your learnings, he said as he stepped backwards and looked to Edward expectantly. With trembling hands, Edward reached for the scalpel resting on top of the table. He pointed the tip of it towards the decaying flesh before he paused to glance over to Roy. Still, the man remained fixated on the corpse with excitement. Should I speak out loud my steps? Edward asked quietly. He had to do something similar in medical school, but never on a corpse that hadn't already gone through the embalming process. Yes. Okay, well, if I had to guess, I'd estimate that this corpse is maybe a week or two old. What supports your observation? Edward jabbed a finger at the seam full of maggots. For maggots to be present, the insides have already begun to putrefy. He grimaced before he grabbed for the scalpel. It's probably redundant because it's a rough draft.
Jeez.
Just put her out there.
I mean,
descriptive
words is literally how fucking what's his dick? Game of Thrones faggot. That's literally how he got a fucking TV series by being super descriptive. So, and Tolkien got a movie. Cough, cough.
Well, I know, but I'm being like reading it out loud, going through it over and over again. You catch redundancies.
Keep reading.
Like that's why I'm doing this. Anyway, first, in an autopsy, we make the Y incision following the clavicle to the sternum, then down to the navel line to the pubic bone. He pierced the thin flesh and watched in horrified awe at how easily it split. He could use something as dull as a butter knife to cut if he wanted. He sighed through his mouth, not wanting to breathe through his nose at all through the procedure. While the flesh was easy to split open, it was not so easy for Edward to peel back the fat and skin to expose the rib cage. If he had to compare it to something, it was as though he were trying to peel an orange's skin from the flesh when the fruit had gone well beyond its ripened stage. He was careful, though, not to probe the body too harshly with his carving knife. It was in a delicate condition, and he did not want to rupture it prematurely. But the skin was so hard to move. Similarly, he had a hard time sawing and cutting through the bones of the man's sternum. Edward had been so focused that he had forgotten about his discomfort. He was now eagerly leaning closer to the body, applying all of his strength into what he was doing. His breastplate is calcified, thus indicating he was older in age. Good, Roy mumbled beside him, encouraging Edward to go on. Again, Edward leaned over the body and muscled through the rest of the breastplate, working with the whole strength of his arms until at last the bone came free. The pressure he was applying, however, was far too harsh for the delicately liquefying organs beneath. He hadn't been able to get out a sound of regret before the breastbone detached itself and collapsed into the chasm of the body, along with Edward's knife and hands.
Hey, baby, I'll show you collapsing your chasm. The force of his efforts caused him to rupture the organs beneath, which were already swelled to a point of bursting, as it was. Edward could hear a lurch of gases along with toe-curling sound of organs popping. What lay inside the corpse was mostly liquid, thin, dark liquid that was all too eager to come gushing out. Putrefied organs and blood rose upwards and splattered across Edward's face. He thought he was being so smart for not breathing in the awful stench through his nose. He never would have thought that he was leaving his mouth vulnerable. Edward froze as liquid dripped from his cheeks, nose, and lips. He staggered backwards in front, front covered in gore and arms dripping in residual liquefied organs. Came the sound from Edward's mouth as his body involuntarily began to drive heave. He couldn't just wipe his mouth with his arms as his hands were covered. Did you say involuntarily? No, I'm fairly certain that would be voluntarily.
Well, he's trying to hold it together.
So, fun little fact about me. When I broke my hand, I got the cast wet for a month and a half, so I got to deal with that wonderful smell of rotting flesh. So I very much know the smell you're talking about, and I'm fairly certain it would not be involuntary.
I know, but the point is that he's a mortician. He's an undertaker. He's supposed to be able to muscle through this and not have it affect him. He's trying to impress this man so that he could become his apprentice and make money so that he can someday go and get his own shit together.
My friend.
Like, Edward's in a position where he's like, you gotta hold it in.
I have once scraped off my own skin with a ruler. Trust me when I say that smell is not something you forget, nor do you get used to.
No, it's not.
And it can always get, oh my god, okay, that reminds me of the time that, so in Canada, right, when your pet dies and you want to bury it, you bury it, okay? But if it's in the winter, the ground is frozen 6 feet down, easy. So you stuff it in the deep freeze until the spring comes, okay? Mm-hmm. Well, we did that at my mom's old place with my aunt's cat, because, you know, they lived across the street from each other. But my mom wasn't living there at the time. In the time that my mom wasn't living there, the deep freeze died. So there was a liquefied kitty in the deep freeze. In a cardboard box. This cat's name was Kitty Kitty. No, I'm not kidding you. So it was a liquefied kitty. This gets a lot more morbid, but there's just some parts that I can't tell without giggling my tits off. Like when we went to bury the cat, it's like there was a trail of kitty running up the driveway as we carried the garbage bag that they put. We didn't tell the owner of the cat this until, well, until the story came out. My grandmother's a little bit morbid. Oh, yes. So let's go. Sorry, I'm fighting spooters. Fusro crash. Okay, so the title of the stream, if you didn't see it, was Jake Has Women Read Fanfiction. So continue.
There's not much left in this chapter.
No, just keep reading. Just keep reading.
Roy grabbed from him, startling him for a moment before he registered that the other was trying to help. He could hear Roy laughing at him as he wiped his face and lips with a fresh cloth. I could have told you that you were applying too much pressure. Then why didn't you? Edward muttered between swipes of the towel. Then you wouldn't learn. Oh, goodness, it even got in your pretty hair. Edward rolled his head away, gagging and wanting so much to vomit. He was sure he would never get the taste out of his mouth. He spat a few times onto the concrete floor as Roy continued to laugh. Come now, will you finish what you started, or do you need to retire? Roy pushed on. No, I will finish, Edward declared. He would not be made a fool of. Rather than walk Roy through what he was doing, Edward fell silent and instead focused on gently removing what remaining organs the body had, to weigh them and record their findings. Gore-stained, Edward worked tirelessly until he was sure he had gathered a sufficient amount of data to satisfy Roy's curiosity. He straightened up and wiped the sweat from his brow on a dried spot on his sleeve. There wasn't much he could do to make the corpse look acceptable for viewing, but for decency's sake and modesty, for the deceased, he had sewn back the green skin of the man and left him looking at least a little better than before. He glanced at Roy and gave him a grin, knowing that he had proven himself as someone who had guts, figuratively speaking, to stomach through a job in being his assistant. I'm impressed, no doubt about that, but you really should retire to take a bath. Vinegar and salt will most likely do the trick in removing the stench from your skin. Trick of the family. And then that's the end of that chapter. It's one of my favorite chapters. I have no idea what people are saying in the chat comments, by the way.
They're laughing at my reactions because I turned on my camera. There's a bunch of corpses in this pit. Let's make more.
All right. What else I got here?
3.
No, I don't dare to read that one. That one's all sorts of fucked up.
I like all kinds of fucked up.
I mean, grammatically speaking, I wrote it just last night, and I haven't even edited it yet. I'm afraid to look at it.
Can't give me the vampire herpes. I already had the werewolf herpes.
How about the Harry and Hermione one next? Anybody like some Harry Potter fanfiction erotica?
I'm the only gay Eskimo. I'm the only one I know. 'Cause I'm the only gay Eskimo in my tribe. I go whale seal hunting with my best friend Tarka, but all I wanna do is get into his parka. The only Eskimo. Sorry, continue what you were doing.
I wasn't doing anything. I was just listening to you.
I make a wish on the northern lights that I can find a decent pair of whale-skin tights. I'm the only gay Eskimo in my tribe. I can't fucking do that. Frost.
Someone brings me back to high school. I don't like it.
I'm a fucking embarrassment to everyone that encounters me. Yo, he has boots. Yo, are these good boots or are they shit boots?
Sneaking is 15% better. Oh, good sneak, good sneak. You know, sometimes you just gotta put a pineapple in your ass.
I can relate.
Well, I mean, of course you can. That's your favorite thing to do.
Probably.
I mean,
Don't knock it till you try it.
I mean, it would have the tickly bits. It would have the size. All you gotta do is make it vibrate and you're golden.
Vibrating pineapple. Just hollow it out and stick a vibrating dildo in there. Which seems a little redundant, but... I hope you can hear my awkward clicking of me playing my game.
What are you playing?
Oh, right, you're playing your game with your, like... You're playing with Wally, Naruto, Jackie... Wait, no, it's Donald, Naruto, Jackie...
Excuse me, I'm playing with Twinkie Doodle Doo. That's my name for Sora.
And Wally and Naruto.
Fucking... This game is too much. I can't handle it.
That game just seems like, how could we have the cross-fictioniest fan fiction we've ever seen in our lives?
This one, I don't want to spoil it in case Princess is still in the chat, but it's good. It's good. I've been enjoying it. It's really fun.
I mean, I'm fairly certain you'd enjoy it if they literally just walk for 4 hours, and then an occasional reference.
No, I wouldn't have enjoyed it because I've been mad at the Kingdom Hearts franchise for the last 12 fucking years.
Oh, it's been longer than 12 years, honey. I'm just putting that out there.
No, it's been 13 years since the second game came out.
Last I checked, 12 is less than 13. So yes, I was right.
Well, I spent a single year after the second game not being upset with Kingdom Hearts, so that's why I said 12.
Ah, okay, I see.
Okay, that's worth like a lot of money, so we're just gonna throw out the thing that's not worth a lot of money.
Oh, cutscene. Elsa, come here so I can kiss you.
I'm sorry?
I'm at the Frozen.
Do some blow. Do some blow.
I've been chasing Elsa's sweet ass up and down this mountain for like... I keep going all the way to the top of the mountain and then blast it all the way off.
And my sweet ass. Yeah, and his sweet ass. Wait, what? Where's my strength potions? Did I sell them all?
Have you been satisfied enough? Because I wanna join my game.
Phrasing.
I figured you'd enjoy that scene at least, because it's like, I don't know, scientific and fun and gross.
Yeah, Princess fucked off because she's a basic bitch.
What? Why?
Because my viewers never stay.
Oh.
Because they don't love me anymore. Literally, the only person that actively watches my content is Scum.
Is he still here?
Yes, he's still here. And he's mocking Princess because she left. This is why we like Scum.
Is he literally like the only person?
Yeah.
One is the loneliest
Shut
number.
the fuck up. I will sell you to a zoo.
I belong in a zoo.
Is that because you like is that because you like bestiality? I almost said necrophilia. It's like, wait, no, that's the wrong one. Back the fuck up.
I don't like bestiality. I like how there was a question at the end of that statement too. I don't like bestiality? Question mark.
You should have seen my reaction to that fucking statement on stream.
As I ponder.
Don't lie. Your favorite website is fucking Porn Socket.
I actually don't even. I've never been there. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm very uncreative when it comes to porn. I just go to like.
God damn, Pornhub is so bad.
I hope you like having the latest fucking fetish shoved down your throat. Do you like incest?
I mean, I can't say no, but like, not really.
I love the fetishes. I also love the comments on Pornhub.
See, the thing with Pornhub is they force fetishes on people. It's like, we say that everyone likes BBC. It's like, well, that's clearly not true, but hey, you know, whatever.
I love that it forces fetishes on people, because you never know what you're gonna find, and you might just be casually looking around and you're like, oh, this is new. Yeah,
don't get me wrong.
dig it.
I'm an absolute bigot, but at the same time, mulatto princesses are my favorite thing.
I have a collection of weird shit that I've seen.
I was gonna say, I have a collection of mulatto princesses.
Well, how convenient. I have a bag right beside me. Let me just reach in and pull it out.
And you get a mulatto, and you get a mulatto. Siblings fucking a taxi, rubbing each other's feet in honey. Yeah, that sounds like Pornhub. I was actually considering streaming on Pornhub, but I need to give them my like driver's license and shit like that, and that's just more work than I want to do.
Oh, that'd be a good place to like read erotica.
I mean, YouTube does not give a fuck about artistic endeavors, so go for it. You could read quite literally as much smut as you want, and YouTube won't care.
I have so much smut to give.
Like, no, I'm not even talking like artistic. I'm just talking like straight up smut.
Yeah, I think that would be the Harry and Hermione one that I wrote. It's pretty much as.
Okay, give me an excerpt. Come on, bitch.
Give me what?
Give me an excerpt.
I sent it to you. Didn't you read it?
Dude, I don't even read my homework.
God, you're a piece of garbage.
I know I'm a piece of work, and I know that's not a compliment.
All right.
Actually, if you read Scum, I feel like if Jake goes to Pornhub, he'll make cleaner content. He's not wrong. Like, I'm trying to be edgy on a platform. You can't be edgy on Pornhub.
Yes, you can. You can do anything if you set your heart to it.
Yeah, but you have to try, like, really fucking hard.
Pornhub is where dreams come true.
Don't let your memes be dreams, or dreams be memes. Take your pick. Pornhub is anti-edge because, quite frankly, you will literally find a man with his dick in his hand 3 seconds before he talked to you.
The only reason it took 3 seconds to take his hands off his dick was because he was typing. I go out hunting with my best friend Taka, but all I wanna do is get into his parka. How? I am Jeep Grand Cherokee. I mean, Chief Grand Cherokee. Hey guy, you squished my smokes. Your left hand typing has improved drastically over time. Look, not a single typo. Oh my god, get the fuck out of here. My left hand typing is my primary hand for typing. Because, not for that reason, you fucking pervert. I learned how to type by having my hand on keyboard and hand on my mouse, because gaming. So, my right hand I type with approximately 1.5 fingers.
You know what else you can do with 1.5 fingers?
Please, someone. Trust me when I say that I have large fingers. 1.5 is plenty. This is a pop filter. This is my hand. Notice how my hand wraps around my pop filter. Here, this is a 750 ml chuckin' Dr. Pepper bottle.
Okay, I'm leaving. Goodbye. I'm done.
Did you read what Scum just said?
No, I'm not in the YouTube because
1.5? Who the fuck? What? Did you get finger blasted by some stumpy-handed cunt?
Yeah, haven't you seen
fucking Ren and Stumpy over here?
He's got the crab claws and he masturbates women for money with his crab claws.
All I think of is the dance, oh, what was it? Fernando. Dance of the Man Whore? I think it was. Passion like a bleeding walrus. Oh, what was that called? He's gonna fucked by Mr. Krabs. Fernando. He blowhole fucked a dolphin. So, before me, Bones had not seen, what was it? That classic YouTube series, Llamas with Hats? Before she had not heard of that. Carl! That kills people! Oh, fuck, the ending of that series, they finally finished it, and holy fuck. That was moving TV at night with just a fucking white smile showing. Levels of dark.
Oh my god. In the realm of YouTube animators, some exciting shit has gone down. Harry Partridge posted another episode of Starbarians, and then the creator of Salad Fingers tweeted out that he was about ready to drop another episode. So,
wow, so there's approximately 12 minutes of content for the next 6 months.
I mean, more than that, Harry Partridge fans, the last we heard from him was a fucking year ago. The last time he animated something was like 4 years ago, I think.
It was. So I'm fairly certain it was the Skyrim Special Edition release that he last did.
Yes, it was, actually. Holy shit. What is this?
A new Elder Scrolls game. He rolled that R like it owed him money.
The new Barbarian episode was real good though. It was like 7 minutes long, but it was.
One of my viewers is one of the animators for Rooster Teeth.
Huh.
Which is pretty fucking cool.
Can't see that.
I met them by playing Overwatch with them. I'm not allowed to say who they are for obvious reasons. Mainly because she'll crucify me. Which is valid. Fuck all that shit. The final episode of the Big Les show is out.
I don't know if it's the final episode or not. I thought the series finished. I guess not. Hubert Cumberdale. I've come to have a party.
Oh, end your miserable life. Oh shit, that's an ice cube in my asshole.
No, seriously. I just spilled my drink up my ass. It was between my legs and I fucking moved.
Okay, he's out.
I fucking love Proxy Page. How dare you? Proxy's a saint. Okay, that was the opposite of the description for Proxy Page, but you know details. Frost, have you ever encountered Proxy Page? Frosty? Alrighty, I'm done. I have to go to bed. It's 1:30 and I have to be up at like 8. Take care.